werewolves, lichens, Kate Beckinsale, PVC, 4K. Kate Beckinsale, PVC, 4K. God damn! What's going on, people? It's your boy, Brass Tats in this bitch. You already know. New subscribers, welcome. This review is going to be broke down into 3 parts. Number 1, I'm going to talk about the movie. Number 2, I'm going to talk about the 4K transfer. And number 3, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So brace yourselves, people. There is a war going on. A war that's been going on for centuries, and that is between the lichen and the vampires in this bitch. Selene is a death dealer. Her main task is to eliminate all of the lichens. Everything going well, she's doing a fantastic job in the PVC. But here's the problem, she bumps into Michael. Sparks fly, there's some chemistry there. But he has a secret, and the secret is that he has something which could perhaps end the war. Selene figures it out, and now she has to decide. What does she do? Whose side is she on? You guys should already know this, and if you don't know this, that means you ain't watched the movie. And if you haven't watched the movie, you need to unsubscribe, go watch the movie, come back, subscribe in this bitch. That's what you need to do, because this movie is awesome. I love this movie, I love the actors in this movie, and that's what I love about the movie too, the fact that they're actors in this movie, not film stars. Every single character has some degree of relatability to them. You understand where Victor is coming from, you understand where Lucian is coming from, you understand where Selene is coming from. Those are the 3 key players in this bitch. The best villains are villains that don't realize they're villains. In their head, they still think they're doing the right thing. You get it from all of these characters. For its time, it felt like a breath of fresh air. And I highly recommend it. You guys gotta watch this bitch. Sony, you make good 4K Blu-rays. Let's not fuck up, because you've started something with this shit that I'm not happy about, and that is the 1080p has the unrated version, the 4K is the theatrical version. Now, I can't remember what exactly the unrated version had in it, but it's the principle of the motherfucker. God damn! Stop doing this shit. Stop doing this shit, Sony. You fucked up. Shot in 35. Visual effects rendered at 2K. Digital intermediate 2K, upscaled to 4K, Dolby Atmos sound. The transfer is really good. It's a noticeable improvement. Is it top 10? No. Is it night and day? No, but it's noticeable. The sharpness is the first thing you're going to notice. Everything from the hair, to the textures in the clothing, to the wrinkles, it's all pretty apparent. The added resolution also gives great detail. There's going to be things on the clothing and patterns and certain stitching which you wouldn't have noticed on the 1080p. Jackets, leather, PVC, has a nice sheen to it. The HDR does a really good job of separating different degrees of black, different shades of black, so you can make out detail a lot more clearly in this transfer than you could have done on the 1080p. That's obvious. Most of this movie is shot at night, so it makes total fucking sense in this bitch. It's not a vibrant movie, so there's not going to be much pop, but what there is going to be is a lot more detail with the resolution in the HDR and the wider color gamut combined. When Victor first comes to, when he's not fully Victor yet, you see all of the little details on him. The blood in this movie has a deeper red to it. The majority of action scenes in this movie are shot in isolated areas. It's got a bit of a claustrophobic vibe, but what that also does is it really gives you a nice degree of depth when you see the trouble coming ahead. You really see the trouble coming ahead. You see the distance between, let's say, Selene and, let's say, a werewolf, which in turn creates a lot more of a immersive experience. With all of these factors combined, the HDR, the wider color gamut, the sharpness, the texture detail, the resolution, what that also helps with is the light. And I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. When the light be shining of Kate Beckinsale's PVC ass, god damn, Kate Beckinsale, PVC, HDR, 4K, it's a win. It's a win. Your boy raped the pause button like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'ma keep it real. That pause button don't even work no more. Kate Beckinsale, you one of our own. You British, I'm British. Holla at your boy. But only in the PVC. 50% of this movie is shot using practical effects. The bad news, 50% of this movie is shot using CGI in this bitch. Now, the practical effects are for the most part decent, but some of the CGI is fucking horrible. Kate Beckinsale's character, you know when Michael gets kidnapped for the first time, so what she does is she shoots around herself and falls down. But just seconds before that, you see all these werewolves coming through the corridor, across the walls and everything. There's 5-6 of those scary mofos. They look fake as fuck, right? Because of the CGI. What can you do? Other scenes in the CGI where they're transforming look great. You're not looking at yourself saying, okay, that's a visual effect. It's one of the detriments of having 4K, people. I don't know what to say about it. Do you know what I mean? Is it going to take away from your experience? It will, because you'll notice it, but then you get back into that bitch. Do you remember when Michael is transforming, where he finally becomes the mixed breed? You see different textures and different color effects going on when he's transforming, which I never noticed in the 1080p. So yeah, guys, CGI is taking a bit of a hit in this movie. It's a great movie with a good upgrade. Is the upgrade going to blow you away? It's not going to blow you away, but there will be certain scenes you will be impressed with. There will also be certain scenes which you're going to be like shaking your head at because some of the CGI looks a bit suspect. For the most part, there's great depth, nice wider color display, and the textures and the sharpness are pretty obvious. So is it worth picking up for full price? I'd say so. If you like the movie, it's a no-brainer. Like I said, it's the best version of the movie there is. And Kate Beckinsale is also a win-win. This should have been a day one buy just based on her in PVC and 4K in this bitch. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you like the review, hit the like button, definitely subscribe. Christmas almost upon us, so your boy is out of this bitch.